Yeah, we gonna do it. We gonna do it to you. We gonna do it to you big, and we gonna do it to you well. This is Jabril, and is it just me all over again? All over again. November 7th, 2017. Don't know why I give the dates, but honestly, I don't think it really matters. I do have about 4 ounces of water with me, so let's see how far we can go. What's been going on recently? Feeling like an old man, I suppose. I don't know. I was talking to my buddies about going on this hike. That's just what we do every time. I hope that doesn't sound all that bad. He's a couple rooms away from me, but he's putting in like a new ceiling because some shit happened at our apartment. And honestly, I want to hate on some stuff right now, but I don't know how much he can hear me. So let's save that for hopefully when he leaves. But yeah, so like I just went to like couple theme parks, couple days in a row. And a lot of walking, but then there was some walking that was running walking, and I was already kind of like hobbling as it was, and it was just like I had to use other muscles to recruit these muscles to make everything happen normal, or at least to appear normal and walk upright, because that's one thing I can't stand. I'm not making fun of anybody who's in a wheelchair, but I don't know that I could do it. Obviously, whatever. It would be like that part kind of scares me. That part would suck. I don't want to wheel everywhere. It just seems like such a fucking hassle. Plus just not having your lower half is kind of like, well then, I guess it depends how it works. Like if you just can't stand, it's like, okay, but like, can you use your legs at all? What's the point of having them if you can't use them? Like you're going to be in pictures where you're not standing up, but you have both legs. You'd be sitting down looking like a normal human being who can't use his legs. Like in a wheelchair, like in a photo, like either way, you're not going to be in the photo using your legs unless somebody took a picture of you laying down. And who are you trying to fool? You can't use your legs. Like, what's the point of having them there? It's like I don't know. Like the appendages of your body seem to get fucked up first. I guess the part farthest from your organs is what I'm saying. Those parts seem to get fucked up more worse than others. Like, I read a little bit about gout, no reason, but like it seems like it attacks like one of your feet first. Like, I mean, I guess it's like a form of arthritis, so it's one of those things like cancer where it's going to keep coming back harder. But like, no, it's like, if it starts off in your foot, I mean, it's like, okay, well, it could be worse. It could start off in your back or your spine or something. That'd be terrible, right? You couldn't, because anything that happens to your spine or your back or whatever basically is paralyzing, right? Something happens to you, it's almost paralyzing to you, depending on the severity of it. You pull a muscle, it's somewhat paralyzing. There's a lot of motions you can't do anymore, depending on which muscle. You hurt your spine or that shit goes numb. Yeah, you're fucking paralyzed. So that's the center, the core, right? Well, like, you need your arms, you need your hands, all that other jazz, but you need your legs to take you places. So like if it attacks your foot first and it like makes walking and put your foot in like a shoe just super painful and uncomfortable, it's like, this is fucked up. This is going to make you walk weird until this goes away. And I don't know any fast cures for it. I haven't read any fast ones either. But like, the more it makes you like walk off of all weird to try to make it normal, like to walk normal, you have to use these other muscles you're not used to using, and makes you might not be walking evenly at this point. You keep doing that, you're just going to injure other muscles while you're trying to recover these ones or this area or something. It's weird. It's this fucked up domino effect. It's because you need to walk, or you need to at least go places, and the next step is I guess wheels or crutches. But if walking is difficult, like it's not as that's the next step is your back, right? Because if walking is difficult, probably something going on in your back, or this is leading up to your back, or if you just try to make yourself look normal while you walk, you're going to hurt your back, and then it's paralyzing. Then it's even, it's just, I was just saying, like, because it starts off in the leg, it has to make its way to your back. If it just started in your back, it would be worse, right? I don't fucking know. Let me take a sip of this water. But yeah, it says domino effect. It's kind of like, not as simply as explained, but it's very similar to the mouth sore. Like when you bite your mouth. bite something, some skin inside your mouth, your lip or whatever. Oh, black screen. Well, it's like, all right, well, it's hard to heal because it's wet all the time. Kind of need it to dry out and let the blood, coagulate and whatnot. So it's like, it's already hard to heal because it's in your mouth, and your mouth is like, I don't know. I assume everyone's mouth is only big enough to fit their mouth, right? I mean, like your jaw. I don't think anything's sticking out for the most part, not normally, but there's not like space in there for like a whole apple is what I'm saying. Like unless I divided it in certain spots, there's no, oh dude, just chill right here. Yeah, cool. Full on apple. No, there's enough room for my mouth in there. So when there's a sore that just swells up and it pushes against my teeth, at some point, what the fuck was that? At some point I'm going to eat or chew or whatever the fuck, close my teeth, and it's going to be like, oh God, you made it worse. Why? Why is this like the human body is amazing in all these different scenarios that I've once read and heard about and seen on TV. Like you stay in water too long, people say like you prune up and that's kind of dehydrating or whatever the fuck. What's really happening is like your body's adapting, and it's just like to the water. So now it makes you, I guess if you're going to put your hands somewhere, it would make it whatever. It's adapting. It's not just being a bitch in the water. It's doing something for some reason. But the whole inside of the mouth thing and just the injury thing, it just makes me think that it's like we set ourselves up for a standard. Like, you're a normal person. If you were a normal person, right, you would be able to walk, jump, run, depending on how old you are. These are all like, just regular things. And when you can't do one of those things, it's just the domino effect for the rest. It's not like, I can't play basketball. Like, what, are you not good at it? Like, no, I can't make the physical movement. It's like, well, if you can't do any of that, how do you walk? Like, how do you do anything? Like, I don't, motherfucker, you watching me walk? I'm not. I'm standing on a moving conveyor belt. Just being a dumbass. But yeah, so I'm talking about like hiking in old man shape and shit. I'm just like, man, I hope I'm in shape for this hike. I started thinking about it. I was like, that's not something you normally say. Is that a joke anymore? Or is this something you're trying to do on purpose? I mean, say on purpose, because, like, I was like, yeah, hope I'm in hiking shape. It's very easy. My diet is not really that bad. Like, I fuck around sometimes, like, when I snack out, like, I snack hard, which is not good. But otherwise, I'm, like, I fast and stuff like that. Like, I'm not normally, like, super fat. Yeah, it's just everything else. It's just, I guess I'm not taking vitamins or some shit. I haven't been working out so much. I guess that's not that good either, to just not walk. But I normally go skateboarding. You know what I mean? Like, I'll take my dog skateboarding like once a day. And sometimes I'm going, kind of fast, like downhill and shit. It's pretty cool. Like, and it's not something you can do when you're hobbling around. But I'm saying I'm in some kind of shape that if you're skateboarding, you can probably hike. But I've always kind of looked at hikes as just like long, barren wastelands, borderlands basically, or Fallout or some shit, right? Like without all the people killing each other and shit. Without all the people for the most part, just the wasteland. Just, did you bring enough water and or food for yourself? Yep. That's really all I got to worry about. I just start walking. And normally I'm not on all fours. It's never like that kind of climb up a mountain. Like, it's never like, dude, you gotta come up this way. The only way I'm on all fours is like if I'm really tired, I guess. And I don't want to jump down some shit. If I'm just trying to save like some suspension. Not trying to jump down this fucking 5-foot gap right here. I'll just climb down. That's fine. Put my palms on the ground. But, man, I don't know what to do. I'm in this complex. I don't want to go to the doctor because I mentioned the doctor on this podcast before. Not the one and only doctor, but a doctor. The last doctor I went to who tried to charge me twice for the same visit. Yeah, like, I don't know what to do about that shit. I feel like once you call them back, you're just like, hey, fucko, you're just going to get in this argument and they're going to be like, nah, man, blah, blah, blah. I was just like, I don't know. I don't believe medical collections is real, especially something like an office visit, like a partial payment. Like for some reason they ran it through wrong. I don't know. It's not my fault. And I'm not a subscriber to your office. Honestly, where was that? Temecula? I don't even live there anymore. Yeah, so I'm not just dying to go back to another doctor. And like, I don't, well, because the doctor before that I saw had told me that I had this high, or she said like my spine is like lower than normal. I was just like, nah, I just have this desk job, right? And they're like, they want me to ask you to sign this. That just says it'd be really, ergonomically efficient for me to work with a standing up station. That'd be great. It's really, you have to sign your name and all that, but it's not like a prescription. I don't have to like come back or anything like that. It's really just a couple of questions. I guess they just were kind of scared of it. But the last doctor, not a doctor, PA, but, was supposed to be a doctor's visit. She just tell me all this shit about my spine. And I was just like, look, I'm 30 years old. Don't try to fix my spine now. Someone should have done this shit a long time ago. But no, it's just sitting is bad for you. And I need to know that you know that is bad for you too. Medical assistant, whatever you want to call yourself. And just maybe just sign this right here. That'd be cool. Thank you. And I'll be on my way. I've already paid the office fee. Now that I feel like once you paid, it's like you still gotta act like a bitch to the doctor to get what you want. And it's like that's because you already paid. Like otherwise you start demanding shit. Dentist is different. You don't pay that shit up front. You start being like, hey, what the fuck is my dentist? I've been sitting here for 20 minutes. They're like, oh shit, she's on break or something like that. You won't get that in a doctor's office. Doctors send you home. And that's, doctors send you home, tell you what. That's because they already charged you. They run that shit. Fucking assholes. Yeah, I don't want to go see those guys. But anyways, I was just like, she just sent me to go get like x-rays and then go to like physical therapy. And I was just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I didn't come here. See, you're signing me up for a prescription. This is not what I came here for. This isn't even, I have a request for this. And then she got mad at me because I didn't go get the x-rays and they denounced me as their, or whatever, black-carded me as their patient. I was just like, okay, alright. I'm glad you guys called me or emailed me or whatever the fuck you did to tell me that. It's important. But yeah, fuck those. And then the next doctor was cool until they tried to double charge me. And also, I should have never seen two of them. I should have just seen one. So I went to go see one. Should have just paid for one office visit. They sent me to another one. And they sent me to do two other things. They I don't know. It was like one splitting into two. They're like, do this and that. I did one and not the other. They were just like, man, fuck you. We don't want you here anymore. And then that dude was just like, hey man, you didn't pay. You owe more. I know we charged you, but you got to come back. Fuck you, man. You barely helped me. But yeah, it's okay. So also that doctor, like, you know, they check your blood pressure and all that shit. And I never like being in the doctor's office. And I'm telling you why right now. If you don't understand why, maybe just rewind like 30 minutes. I'm telling you why I don't like going there in the first place right now. I don't like going there. It's like, it's weird. It's kind of like, I don't like going to car dealerships either. Even if, I know I don't have money, but even if I had money, I'd still be like, damn it, I have to go in here and say what I need to say to get what I want from you. So when I say like something a certain way just to get this from you. Instead of just being like, hey, blah, let me have this. And be like, oh, you go to a car dealership looking for one thing, they try to sell you another way too goddamn often. Always trying to upsell and shit. I don't need to tell you about that. Whatever. But yeah, it's the same kind of thing. It's like, you're stoked about buying a new car, but not going to see the dealer. You know, like, it's like, oh, we'll go to a doctor. You can get like some medication for this or something that you have, you know, and they'll be like, well, you got to go see my friend over here and pay his, like, come on, man. Can you not legally prescribe this? Yeah, I just want to make sure that all this, you know, that we rape your insurance and your co-pays. It's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, what if you, I don't know. It's kind of like a tire shop that only does tires and tells you to go somewhere else to get your alignment done. I don't know. I'm trying to make another analogy. I guess it's like if you go to a restaurant, just like, yeah, well, okay, well, this isn't really like a restaurant. These are just a bunch of tables. You need to contact the restaurant across the street. They serve here. And then you give them back your trash. We don't want your fucking trash. This is just a place to sit. Is it? Well, it's still a place. You got to pay to come in. It's like, what the fuck is happening here? Can we just have one? Fucking one? This is ridiculous. But yeah, you gotta, you know, like, I know the doctors know what you need and all that shit, but we all know we have to blow up our story a little bit to get them to hear us. Like, this really hurts. Like, oh, this hurts. What would you say your pain level is at? Like, if you say, I feel like 6 is pain, right? 0 is no pain. So 1, you start feeling it. It's just like, it doesn't bother you. 1 and 2, you kind of don't feel. Once you get to like 5 and 6, like, that's enough pain to be kind of worried about. Like, it's all the time? Like 5, 6, like 9 obviously is ridiculous, but like 5 and 6 seem to get no love. Is that just me? Tell the doctor, because half pain what about no pain? Like, how much pain just tell me as a human, like, look at me and size me up, doc. Tell me, how much pain should I be in? And then I'll tell you how much pain I am in, and we'll do that math and find out how to get me back to normal. Because it seems like, I should be in some pain. But it's like, well, is this too much? Are my 2s different from your 2s? How about 3? Is that any different, doc? I don't know. Someone fucking help me understand. I just know that at some point I'm going to have to go to these fucking doctors on some kind of regular visit. Like, I go to get my teeth cleaned and shit. Oh, okay, hold on. Go back. Sorry. So yeah, I don't like being in the doctor's office. Just because of all these reasons. I can't find reasons to want to be in the doctor's office. It's always the worst. You have a 10:30 appointment, you show up like 5 minutes early, which is more than enough. And then it's like 10:50, like, come on, man, what the fuck is taking so long? Why 10:50 guys are calling me back? Like, is it this doctor or am I just here for a visit? Like, I'm going to get anyone who's open. I feel like, I don't know, maybe is 20 minutes is that asking for too much? Whatever. We all know what I'm talking about. 30 minutes, whatever your level of discomfort is. But it's not fun to be there. So I never have good blood pressure. And I'm afraid they're going to tell me some shit because I just already have preconceived suspicions about these fucks. So my blood pressure's high. I guess that makes it high. I know that makes me feel like it should make it high, but I don't know that, I guess anxiety or whatever. I don't know that I should just be able to make it, what if I just felt that way just because I just started creating, whatever, those endorphins and be like, fuck this shit, I don't want to be here. All of a sudden you have high blood pressure because they're trying to send you home with some HBP meds. Trust that. Just which one fits you. And they're going to try them all. But yeah, so I go to the doctor office and they tell me I have high blood pressure. I'm just like, okay. But that's not why I came here. I came for this. And we already went through that story. So I go to a dental office to get my teeth cleaned, For the most part, if I have a cavity, whatever, I'll deal with it. Hopefully it's nothing worse than that. But it seems to be fine in my older age. I seem to be brushing a decent amount. And they just give me a cleaning and they tell me what's going on. And then they put that thing on my wrist and then they tell me my blood pressure and they're just like, that's like 121/80. And I was like, God damn it. Is that perfect blood pressure? Just like, yeah, good job. And I was just like, weird. Maybe 2 weeks ago I was eating food that was making my blood go through the roof. I don't know. That could be what was going on. Or I was just uncomfortable in that goddamn office talking to that fucking I think they probably check your blood pressure before you see the doctor, right? Whatever. So, yeah, doctors, dentist is okay. I go there, twice a year. Eye doctor. Get my glasses and shit. Even they try to fuck with me a little bit, but I only have to deal with them once. I don't really, not too much is going on where I'm like, doctor, my right eye it's weird. It's 90%. I don't know. I'm going off on tangents here. This is a good 20-minute rant right here. I was all over the place. I got, this guy doesn't seem like he's leaving, but I don't think he can hear me. My apartment that I live at, this guy, a couple rooms over, is like, he's putting in a new ceiling because there's water coming from the bathroom above it. Or I assume it's the bathroom above my bathroom. Otherwise, I don't know why there's so much water. Anyways, yeah, there's water coming through, so they have to replace it. And like, it was one of those things where like, oh, well, how important is it? And we told them it was bathroom leaking water and shit like that. They're like, okay, we have to do it right away. And that's great. That's awesome. But they said, is there anything else you want to put down in there? I was like, yeah, when I moved in here 9 months ago, we went through and, pointed out what was fixing, what needed and all that. And I pointed at we talked about the blinds. The blinds there's one broken. And they said they can't just replace it with a new blind. The track is broken. And he's like, we need a new blind, whole thing. And I was like, cool. And I didn't expect it to get done right away, but it's been 9 months. Like, I spent the whole summer, like, putting my blinds at a certain angle because I was too lazy to complain about it more than once. I know I told them about it more than once, but, like, I don't know how they just deleted it and act like it wasn't happening. And I've seen it all over. I've seen it, like, when I go out in my apartment complex and I see the front windows, I see, like, the kitchen windows. There's all of them with just one broken. It's always like, if it would be perfect if it were, like, the last one on either side. It was like the second to the last one. So there had to have been that gap. So you try to close that gap with the other blind in front of it. Now you have just a solid gap between that blind and the window. So I just opened up the cupboard and it blocked off most of the visual, but it was still there. And the sun came through and all that other shit. And, I was just trying to keep the sun out, but I didn't think it was too hard. I'm not hating on this guy. Don't know him at all. Or even the maintenance. I don't know whose fault it was, but I do know we wrote it down more than once. And I know when they drive by that they can see the thing, so whatever. But yeah, so I hope that noise wasn't showing up, but I don't know. At least we're getting a new bathroom top. But I just saw Thor. You know what? I gotta promote something. Me and my homeboy Trey, I just recorded another podcast. It's going to be launching. This one will probably launch first because this is way easier to edit. Is this guy calling me? It'll be way easier to edit. But either way, we're going to launch that podcast up. We did the Iron Man 2, and at some point I'm going to put it on iTunes. But otherwise, yeah, I need to be signing off on this bitch. Check me out on Facebook, YouTube. Jay Parimal is on YouTube. If you go to my Facebook, everything's there. The Twitter, the YouTube, the SoundCloud, the iTunes link, I'm sure, is there. Is It Just Me podcast on iTunes. Hope this was fun. Give me some feedback, y'all who want to be listening. I'm still slowly working on the YouTube channel with the video game show, but it's a lot of work, guys, and I have a job, so sorry about that, but I'll be working on it. Whoever the fuck is going to write a goddamn comment, someone tell me what to play. Tell me some cool shit. Otherwise, I'm just playing Broforce. But, yeah, wrapping it up. Is It Just Me? I don't fucking know. Yeah, happy November 7th. Peace out.